Hello, buddies. How are you, everyone? I welcome you, everyone, to the episode 6 of our supermarket simulator. Whoever you are watching this tutorial and you didn't subscribe yet, it will be very much request from my side, and also it will be very much motivating for me if you guys actually subscribe, because that will encourage me to do more hard work for you. So without any further ado, let's start our this episode where we will learn how to make our order page properly so that our player can order products as much as he want and then can stack in the shelf. So the shelf part we already covered in our revision class and also in our episode 3 it was. So we already covered that. But in this episode, let me show you guys what you gonna see. So if I play now, if I go here and you will see this open. So here, if I now, let's say I want this box too, you can see the price. Let's say I want this box 2 copy. You can see the price is increasing. 90 plus 36 equals to 126. And I want this one. So if you see that I am pressing add box or I am pressing here, now nothing is happening because we can, at a time player can order 5 products only. So 5 boxes, not more than that. So you can see the calculation. So these one you can see these are actually static, not used. So we are working with these products for from the beginning. So that's why I'm showing this. So in total, you can see 2 plus 2 plus 1. So 5 boxes we are ordering. So that's enough. Now if we press this order now button, you will see our this thing has quitted. So exit. After that, if we see here, you will see we have these boxes. And now if I go here and pick one, and you will see the shelf is now outlined. If I press the place button, shelf is now placed. If I go again, I can pick. If I now go again, I can place. If I again go, this time I will show that what if your shelf is not this straight, your shelf can be here. So if I press, you can see again this thing is coming. So again, if I go here, then if I come here, let's say my shelf is here. So here, you will see, yeah, this one you will see. So that's how we can place, and you will notice that because one item still pending to pick means we didn't pick all the item we ordered. So now if I come and try to interact with the computer, you will see I can't do this. So until the order picking is done, we can't do that. So let's come and pick this one. Let's fill this here. So now you will see that our customer has already arrived because our shop is open. We opened the door. If I press O, let him in. If I press O, you will see door is closed. If I press O again, you will see door is open. Okay, so it is not coming the flip flop because I will show why. So anyway, 3 customer has arrived. So I'm not sure why this is not opening. So customers, it's like you guys don't want us to get in, so we will wait here until the shop is open. So something like that. So you will see our customer is coming, and he will of course order. So you will see he orders some product, and you can see product has been deducted from here. So you can see chips have been deducted, and once he check out, the price has added. You can see he also purchased, and these are coming from the shelf. So this thing is also deducted, and he will go. So now all the customers we had, we just, they just gone, and more customers you can see they are just came here. So they are just waiting. So it's like this guy is actually trying to tell, oh, you guys forgot to enter or you guys can't enter. See, I am here. So something like that. So it's funny that he decided not to go and check out, but he decided to come here. So anyway, so you can see now our products has been deducted from the shelf. So whichever product order, I mean customer is ordering, same thing we already showed in our last episode. I already showed you what to do. So now as our all products done, now I can interact with the thing again and again order products. So that's what we gonna see in this episode. So to do that, let's start with our product page actually. So this is our VM product page, which you can see is something we have changed. Now this from now on our tutorials will be hybrid, means instead of just reverse engineering or explaining you what I did, I will try to show you some codes also which I already made, but I will again make from scratch so that you guys can cope up. Still, if you can't understand something, feel free to join our Patreon. So there, this entire series tutorial source code is free and I am uploading with date. So of course you can see the date for the latest one and you will find, and once I upload the latest one, previous ones will be invalid. So you won't find even if you click the link. So feel free to check out there so that you can get the source code. So now let's jump again in the code. So you can see previously we had a order button here which I removed. After that I just changed their scale to balance and I just changed the anchor point so that it can be manually anchored based on our screen size. So if you are making PC game, in most cases this thing won't be needed because you can just simply select anchors from there. But if you think in some point your order page design is getting broken, you can use these anchor points. It is like once you take the anchor, then you can drag from there, something like that. If I want to show you, let's say I press the text, you can see it is here. See, I can drag from here. So something like that is this thing. So we have our add boxes and remove boxes. So now as we have here, we need our order now button here. So in the design, I just copied. You can copy or place a new button, and this as my icon is uh, a bit lower resolution, so this is just looking pixelated, but you can use the better version. So you need to create a button, give it a name, button order I gave, and the anchor point you can see here. Then you will be need a static text name, total amount, or whatever name you want to give. This is thing, this will be static, no variable, but this one will be variable. So here we gave the name total amount. So of course this one you can keep this, but this one it's better if you keep like this. So this thing will be organized based on this size. So that's what we did in this design part. Now let's go to our development part. So in our development part, we did some changes, and let's start with our add button. So let's make our add button codes again so that you can learn. And for the betterment, I am trying to do like this so that you can understand what we already have versus what we are doing. So you can take I'm expecting, I'm just writing from this execute pin, so you don't need to worry. First thing you will be needed here, press and take few variables. One variable will be this integer price per box. This integer will be responsible for storing constant value of your per box prices. So previously what we did in the product purchase price, there we are increasing, we are using that variable just for showing the price in our order page. But now as we are making something sum, a total of all the items we are taking. So these are modular, right? So VM product is modular. If I see here, you can see all our VM products. So we have almost 8 of them. So these are modular. So if you change anything here, it won't be changing here. So for each we need to make some calculation. So that's why you will be need, because here in the product price per box we will store our product per unit price, which is our product price variable, into 9, which is the capacity of per box. Or for you, you can again declare a variable if you want, or you can manually, based on your capacity, you can change that value. So that will be our, I mean, product per unit price into 9 equals to our price per box, so that it remains always constant, it won't change at all, because we need this to calculate our subtotal in the order page, which we will see. Then you will be need WB order page, where you need to go and just write for order page. You will find your version, then object reference. So you will get this, because from here we will take the variables of this particular class. Then we need nothing else here. Everything is good. So what we will do is, first thing first, we will drag it. Okay, before dragging, we need some variable here. So here again, we need some variables. So total amount. To make this, we need this sum product purchase price, which is a integer value. If I undock, so that you can see here what is the thing. This thing is sum product purchase price. You can give any name. This is the grand total of all the products we want to purchase at a time. So this is the grand total. And then we need two more variable. One will be our sum boxes, which will be BP master box class reference. And after you select that, you will drag this from single to array, so that you can get the array variable. Then we need another integer array, which will be all product prices, where we will store all the products we are trying to order, their prices in the index. So these three variables you will be needed. Also you will be needed player variable, by so that you can do things with player. So you know, I guess, so you need to just get player character cast to and to get the player. Previously, you will see our event construct was something like this. So event construct was something like this, and we had just this code, nothing else. So now, as we need more stuffs, I have created a sequence at the beginning. So the zero node will go here. After that, you from here you have that. Now from here we will call set this variable WB order page. So set this WB order page, and this one will be by default like this. Just drag from here, get reference to self, this one. When you select, you will get this node. Just connect this, so that for all the VM products we assign in our game, we can have the this variable, of course, valid, because by default it is none, so it will be invalid. So that's why we did this part here. After you did this, you will see when you open a full screen widget and move the mouse. After you close the widget, sometime you will see our in previous episode also, you will see that after we access the order page, then when we exit, our camera is something like this. So to prevent that, this time we have a solution, which is get player controller from that set. You will, if you do like this, set input mode, you will get these three options. So I'm explaining input mode. Game and UI means at the same time you can interact with game, also interact with UI. This is the default state. But if you don't want your UI to affect your game, so you will use this game only. If you want your UI only to be interactable, not the game, you will use this UI only. So this is the by default state, but these two you will decide based on, you can see here the text are written, so you can read to understand. So here we will take this set input mode UI only, because when you are in the order page, we don't want our mouse to be working for our characters look input anymore until we close the widget. So that's why you use it Widget will be self because we want our this order page to be working, so widget will be self. Then this part, the sum we already created, so we want this to be 0, so that by default when we are in this page, we can, instead of this variable, we see something like this. Now you can do like this, or here you can set the value to 0, because by default this value will be showing. That's why I use this. So here total amount drag set text from this, just this one, just connect here, and you will get this node. So that's what I did. After that, we have our variables, right? So let's go back to our product page again, drag this one. After dragging this, let's do something like this. Okay, after dragging this, get some boxes, which is our product class array or master box array. Because we are assigning here, you can see for all the products, once we click, we assign our box, that which box will be coming, and we have our item class too. So as we have our boxes, so that's why we need to assign this product class we have to these sum boxes. So that's why what we are doing is, from here we are getting length. Here I am doing the add boxes part. After that I will show the remove boxes part. Now I guess I need to see something. Yeah, less than equals to less than 5. So don't use the greater than and equal to, less than 5, which means as we can order only 5 items at a time, we are checking if we don't have 5 items in the array, then branch, then if true, then our order, add button will work. If false, means we have less than 5 items. We don't have less than 5 items, so nothing will happen. So if true, what we will do is, first thing is product quantity boxes we will take plus 1, or you can use the increment node if you want. Then we will use clamp, because we don't want our value to go from 0 to 5 or more than 5. Even if we are pressing buttons, we need to freeze it. So we are doing this. After that we are set quantity boxes setting. This one we set. After that what we will do is, what we will do okay, after that again drag this, then get some boxes, then add, we will take the first one, add index or add item, then we will drag this product class, then we will assign this here. So what we are doing currently is, if our array size is less than 5, then if we press the add button, it will add one box in our this sum boxes array. Now the index or the box it will add, it will be this master box product class, the master box class. It will add that. Okay, now we got this. Now again what we need is, here what we need here is okay, let's check, I forgot. So yeah, so these are the codes. Okay, so here we need something, quantity boxes we already done. After that we need the update product info, because you can add this here. So we need the update product info here, so that the addition of quantity box we did, or whatever changes we are doing, our update box do this. Now if you don't want to call this function everywhere, what you can do is connect to eventic, but this is the best practice. Not connecting event tick is a best practice because event tick execute every frame, so that can be expensive for your gameplay. So we are just wherever we need, then we are updating. So not every frame we are updating. Once we are doing changes, then we are updating, else we are not updating. So that's how we are doing. Then from here what we will do is get all product that integer array. Then we are doing is again we are add index. Now here we have some twist. If I go here, yeah, here we are assigning this price per boxes. Now this price per boxes we need to set somewhere, right? Because without setting we can't do this. So let's see where we are setting. Okay, here you will see that here in the price per boxes our calculation is like uh, product price, as I described, product price into 9. Just static, keep it static, product price into uh, 9, and this value will be our prices, so that we know our per unit price and we know how many pieces we have in a box. We are just assigning this, and this will be static. Don't make it dynamic. If you make it dynamic, you will face a lot of disaster. So after that, here the product price we will add is this one. So for this particular class, we are getting its product price once we click. Not actually like that, because like this, so for this particular virtual box, we are getting its product price from here. Not here, sorry. Here you will see we have an option. All everything I am showing is from episode 4. So I am expecting you have seen that and you have these things in your code. So don't say or don't get confused that okay, these things are new, you didn't showed us. So of course I showed you in episode 4 that how I made these things. So here we are getting our product price. So from our item class we are getting, if it's valid we are getting get class default. This is our item price which we set for each master item we make. So from there we are just assigning this to our product price. So that's how we are getting per unit price. So already price per box I showed. So we did this. Now after doing this we don't need to do anything else, I guess. Oh, one thing we need, and that is right now we don't need anything, so just keep it this way. Right now this is our code, we don't need anything, we also don't need this, so I am getting this high. This is our add boxes new code. Okay, now let's make our add boxes old code. Remove code. So here I'm just dragging this. After dragging this I'm checking if it's greater than 0, means if we have more than 0 item in our array. So if it's true, you can see here, yeah, if it's true, then what is this order picking? Okay, so we forgot this order picking part, because when we are our order picking is in progress, we don't want our add button to work. So we need this part of course here. So let me first drag it here, then I just drag this to here, and if it's false then I will drag everything to the false node. So we are checking if we already ordered but we didn't pick all the boxes yet. So that's where this variable we are using. I also showed you this part. So now we need this part here also. So here we are connecting this to, sorry, we are connecting this to false, and if it's false, then again we will do this thing we will copy from here. Just remove this +1. If it's false, what we are doing is product quantity boxes minus 1, we will subtract 1 and it will be 0 from 0 to 5, I guess. Yeah, 0 to 5. So this is our part. After that we will call this update box part. So after that I will copy these things. Now what we will do is, instead of adding we need to remove, right? So for removing we are just doing remove index, not this time item, index. What is the difference? If you use remove item, then what it will do, it will check with this product class that it can be, let's say we are doing with box A, it will find all the box A inside this array and it will remove them all. So we don't want this, we want only remove one index, not all. So that's why we are using remove index. So that, and now you will see this is integer, we have class. So how will we do this, right? So here how will we do this is, you can see already the code is above, I guess. Yeah, here. So how we are doing this is product class. Yeah. So from here we will search for find item. After finding item, we will assign this product class here. If you want, you can drag also here. We will assign this so that we can get this product class actual index in our array. Now it will it will find the top one. So let's say you have box order, first you ordered box A 1, then you ordered box 2, then you ordered box A, I mean 1 again, box 2 again, and box 1 again. So you ordered 3 box 1 and 2 box 2, but the order is first box 1, then box 2, then box 1, then box 2, then box 1, this way. So if I use the remove item and I assign these to there, like this, if I do remove item and assign this, what it will do is it will search for box 1 in the entire array and it will remove both box 1 from index 0, index 2, index 4, because 0 to 4 is for 5 array, 5 index of array, right? So it will do like this. So we don't want this, so it will search now the first or the topmost index which has the matching class, so which is for us index 0. So it will remove from index 0 and we will do the index 0 we are removing. Same thing we will do is remove index from here, but here again we will attach this price per box. So what it will do is, now when we press the remove button, it will first remove this product class index from the array. Find that if we have matching thing, if we don't matching thing, it will remove nothing. Then if we, here for that, we will take its price per box. For us, let's say it is 40, so it will search in this that what indexes has 40 value, and the topmost one it will remove from there. So that's what we did. Now if I show here, that's what we did. Now you'll see there is update total amount, one function which we will implement right now. Because first understand, again I done this from scratch for you. If you're not understanding, this is add boxes code, this is the remove boxes code. So these are these two button code. Now I am removing them all because we already have them. Let's show you by this. So you can see exact same code. Now you can just, you already wrote right from me. Now you can just match your thing, that if it's matching or not. So here you can see that is length is 5. Then with true, order picking is false. We taking the product quantity boxes. After that we are taking order those things, sums and update then we are taking this ad, we are taking this all price product from our order page, then we are adding this price per unit, then we are updating total amount. This part we haven't showed yet, so we will see. For your understanding, what you can do is in here just go and event graph, make a custom event, then update total amount so that you can match, then after that from here drag here, so you will get a, right now our custom event is empty, but at least you will get something, right? So you will have this thing, pretty obvious. You get this. This is the add boxes. Now let's go to the remove. Now you can, there you we have done with the length, so sorry for that. So here you simply remove this part from your remove code that you wrote, I mean this part, not this entire thing. If product quantity boxes is greater than 0 will be our new condition, just this change you do. I'm sorry that I mistake while showing from scratch. So just this part you do. After you've done this, everything is what I showed. If this thing is false, product quantity boxes, we are minusing, climb to 0 to 5, product quantity boxes, then we are getting these. For your betterment, we can do like this. And also here also I did some mistake which I saw, but don't worry, these are not huge mistake. You can also cope up by watching this. So in our remove part here, after update product info, you will see we did some checkings. We did some checkings. So first thing, understand, first thing you do what you did earlier, that find item from the product class, and we are finding and then we are removing. So this part I already showed you. Here one part I missed. So here, instead of, here you will see that in the remove index I remove the price per box, but that won't be actually here. That will be here, that from here you find, and you will find this price per box here, and after that you will remove this find index. So that will be the correct approach, then you will get the update total amount. So this part you, I am guessing exactly what I showed you from scratch, you have already covered. Now why this part? This part we are checking if our find product class, you can check with both if you want. If you want, you can check with or also, we can also do or if you want for safety purpose. If our find is greater than or equals to 0, so that we ensure we are not actually, I mean, when we don't have any array, I mean any item in our array, let's say at the beginning you have 0 index and you press the remove button instead of add button. So we don't want our code to remove something because we don't have anything in our array, right? So that's why we have this branch. So now when we have 0 item or more than 0, then you will remove. If we don't have any item, you will remove nothing. So that's the code. So that's what I did. This thing reset is from previous code, so I did nothing here. So you can understand this is completely previous codes. So now we don't have anything here extra, everything is done. Now let's go to our order page. First thing we need is to click on this button order, then here just press on click. Just so here just press on click, or from here also you can do, just go here and go here, do on click. Yeah, now this is our part, and again I will show you how we did this. So let's see one by one. I don't want you to struggle, don't worry. Let's set this button I am showing. So I'm getting this sum from here. So I'm actually commenting so that you can understand. This thing is button order. Okay, I don't want this thing to be here, so you go this part. So this thing is our button order code, and this part is our update total amount code. So also from this episode I will try to comment down so that you guys actually don't get lost what is happening, how is happening, and you guys are getting confused that okay, something came from alien planet we didn't understood. Add and remove boxes button codes. So once you get this source file you will get these, so that's why I'm commenting for you guys. Anyway, let's continue this part. You can see above how we did, and you can see bottom how I am writing. So this is the sum boxes. I will zoom in right now. I'm trying to show you if the exact code I did for you guys. Length. Okay, just zoom in a bit. Is greater than 0, which means if we have I mean more than I mean this is not empty in short, or you can also check with if empty false, it's up to you. If it's not greater than 0, what we are doing is we are updating, right? So before we do that, before we continue this part, we have one more thing to change, else our code won't work. We have one more thing to change. So go to open your box spawner, go here and product. This time it will be in box because we changed in last episode. Go to your box spawner, open this one. Here previously you will see we had a for loop. As I am showing you old codes, it will be much more mandatory for you guys that once I tell you something, you open that class so that you can see that okay, these files are now missing. So he removed this part. How and why I am already explaining. So we remove the for loop from here, just the for loop we removed, and we removed this box count. We had a variable, we removed this input from here. Now we have a single spawning. This much I am sure you guys already understand. This is a single spawn code. Single item will spawn, arrow, get location, get the z, how, why I explained last episodes. After that, this spawn class will be from the box class, then just add position. This is the single code. I did nothing. I mean, I haven't changed anything here. So that's it. I haven't done anything. So you can close this box spawner now. We don't have any more need of this. So that's why I said you will be needed this, because without that, it will be problem for you to spawn actually from here. Now, if you check this code, okay, you don't have to check this code. You ignore. So we need two things. So, okay, drag the player, then get order pending to pick. If that is false, this thing will be true. If this thing is false, because we have, I guess it will be false, right? Yeah, it will be false because we can only order if we don't, I mean, if we already didn't order and didn't pick all the items. So only once we didn't order, we are checking it by this. So if this is false, we are taking get current store currency. We are deducting, sorry, not deducting, we are first checking is greater than or equal to this sum. We got the sum variable, right? If it's greater than or equal to the sum, then what we will do? So then first thing we will do is we will drag this down because we need more space here. Then what we will do, we will take a sequence first of all. Then here we will take do once node. Then we will from here minus this thing. Okay, so from here we will minus this thing. Oh, sorry. Then we will, from here we will set currency, store currency, and we will set this, connect this in our do once node, because we do want this for once. Now if you want, you can also, instead of do once, you can do this here, because you may expect that, okay, I don't want this checking here. So instead of this, you can connect this here directly. So from loop body, it will be this spawning, drag this here, and take this everything from here, just sequence. I will show, don't get confused, I'm just fixing my one code. So just keep making things fixed, so these things will run only once. So I did this. Now I will show again. So from the true node, instead of this, you will, first one you will do this, and after that, once this thing is done, mm, okay, of course you need it, need this thing actually in the for loop. Why I'm explaining, so it's my mistake, sorry. So first thing first, instead of this, just drag this here, what you did from here, or if you want, you can drag this again, some boxes for each loop. So for the number of item we have, this we need the loop to run, connect the loop body, because we want our loop to be working. Now you can either, once loop is completed, you can do this, either you can do this at the beginning. There are multiple ways, so I prefer what you do, what I did and working right now, but you can do experiment. We have three options. One, you can, instead of do once, you can do this entire thing after completed. Once you can do this entire thing before this for loop, but this has some bug. Once the do once I already showing, so you can do like this. So do what I did. So after that, what we are doing is, from the player, we are set ordering, because we want this to be false. Now this thing I prefer to be in the completed, because once our looping is done, means we picked, actually not needed, once our spawning is done, because here we are spawning items, right? So once our all item spawning is done, we are checking this order pending to pick to false. Then we are doing get actor of class. If you have multiple spawner, you will be needed, that will be hassle for you. So in most of the game, I saw that they use one spawn point, so we are using one also, so you are safe. So we will take box spawner, then we will call spawn item, I guess, spawn item boxes, and here we will connect this thing. That's it. Here we will connect this thing, and if I go here, you will see the same thing I did here. Now here we need something to change. Now once our this thing is done, what we will do is, uh, okay, here once this thing is done, we will, from player, where is our player? So from player, get box remaining, because by this variable we always check in our player character that if we picked all the boxes or not. So not like this, I guess it will be set box remaining. Okay, so here we will do set box remaining, we will connect it in the completed. Then what we will do is, we will take, you can take this one or you can take from here, it's up to you. We can take the length, and we will set here, because the length of the array will be how many boxes we spawned, so that we can check in later stages if we picked all the boxes or not. After that, you will set this to clear. so that all your array index get cleared, because of course you have spawned already. You don't want anything to be left in this array, so that next time you can order again. So after that you can set your this variable to 0, because then next time when you go to your uh, I mean what to say, when you go to your order page again, you need to see this value as 0 because you didn't pick any item. Then you need to, okay, what is this for? Okay, so then you need to clear this one also in case you have something, but I guess this clear is not needed. Yeah, this clear is not needed. Sorry, I saw wrong one. So then you need to update total amount. So I'm just copying because the same thing. Then you need to just update total amount, which we will make. For now it is empty for you guys, I can understand. After that, get player character, because now our order is done, right? Our products has been placed on the box spawner. Now we want to go and pick. So that's why we want to remove our this particular order page. We want to get back to our normal screen again, right? So for that purpose, what you will do is, even if you want, you can also, instead of this, you can remove from parent. If you don't want, you can also use these set active sorry, get, I forgot the variable name, widget scroller, I guess. Oh, what was the variable name? I set it somewhere. Yeah, widget switcher, sorry. So from here you will take get, I guess it is not here, is it? Yeah, here. You will take get widget switcher. If you want, that will be also okay. If you don't want this remove from parent, it's up to you. Get widget setter switcher set active widget, not like this, sorry, set active widget index, this one. And you can set whatever your active widget you have in your thing. You can do like this. So I did this thing because that's the same thing actually, because we don't want to I mean exit, we don't want our player to exit from the entire menu. We would just want to close the order page, just the order page we want to close, because until we pick, we can't pick again, right? So that's why we are trying to close this order page, so that user know that okay, our order has been placed. Now if you want, you can add a, I mean in your widget, let me show, in your which one, this one, in your this one, if you want, or in your this one, if I guess this one will be the first one. Here if you want, you can add a text that okay, your order has been placed, if you want to make a screen like this. So that's how what will happen, that when you remove this thing, you will remove from parent, and from there you can just say using a variable or anyway that, or if you use the WB, you can directly take the WB, and there you can say that okay, show that text on screen. So that way you can show that okay, your order has been placed. So this is the formula. Now we want our set input mode to game only, because we want to go back to our game again. If you want, here you can do one more thing. Okay, don't need, just keep it as it is. So this is our actual code, what we did. And if I go here, you will see the actual code what we did. Now you can match what I did earlier, that exact same thing. If this thing is greater than 0, if this thing is greater than or equals to this, then subtract, then order pending to pick false, this thing. Then from here I taken, but in scratch code you will be here somewhere, this one. So you will drag from these for each loop you will do this. If it's true, this sequence 0 will be do once. Now you will see we didn't use the reset. Now why we didn't use the reset? Because that's why we are removing it from parent. You understand? That's why we are removing this from parent, because once we press, even if you don't use, I mean removing from parent and use the widget switches set active widget index, that will be fine too, because at the end when we press the exit button of our menu, we are actually removing the entire menu, right? So next time we again interact, we are getting a new menu. So that's why for that purpose these do ones will be automatically reset. So that's why we didn't use any reset here. We'll see this thing, uh, what we call from box spawner item thing and reset box remaining, then sum to 0, then this update total, and this. Now let's go to our this part, which is our update total amount. Now video is getting bigger, so as I said, few things will be hybrid because we have many topics to cover in this video. So first thing is get your total amount, which is this variable. If you're not sure which one it is, select this, then go to graph, you will find this. And from here, what you will do is just drag. So you will get this. After dragging, you for now do nothing. Or if you want, you can, the next thing is get this one, all product prices, get the length. First thing is here, make the sum 0, because if you don't make the sum 0, when your loop will run, it will count the previous sum value it had, adding with the new sum value. Then what will happen? Let's say for the beginning, you didn't use that. You have the beginning 0 value. So when you're calculating, your array first index value is something like 40. So after the calculation, your value will be 40 here. But if you don't set it to 0 again, when the second time it will calculate, it already have the 40 here, right? So after the it has the 40 value, when you are again calling, so let's say second value is 50. So what it should be? It should be 90, right? It should be 90 for you. But instead of this, what it will be doing, it will be adding this to your previous 40 value. It won't be giving you, I mean, for one item it's good, but for two item it will create problem. If I don't use this, let me show you, because I guess I am also, if I don't use this, what will happen? If I go here, you can see first item I ordered is 45. Second item I ordered, it is adding this particular thing. I mean the previous sum value we had with the new sum value. So previously we had 45, the new sum value is 90, but it is adding 90 with 45. That's what the problem will come. So that's why we are using this. And what will happen, I already showed you at the beginning of the video, you already saw. So that's why we are using this 0. So now let's get back. So 0 from there for each loop, and then let's talk about the loop body first. Then from this we are adding this sum value with this and adding to the sum product purchase price. Then we are just making this to the set text. That's it. Just drag and you will get this. In the completed node, once our all thing is completed, what we need is we are checking if it's less than or equals to 0. I mean, it's the last index, because previously if we don't use this, what will happen? Let me show. We get a ghost value of the final sum, because the final sum one we didn't set 0 anywhere. Because now if we go, you will see we added, let's say 5 1 we added. Okay, so if we are minusing, now you will see we have one product 45. That's good. But if we remove, you have 0 product, but this 45 is not going. We are getting a ghost value from this sum. So that's why what we are doing is we are checking if this thing is less than or equals to 0. Then we are checking the branch. If true, setting this price to 0, clearing all the index of this array, and after that we are also clearing the sum boxes so that everything remains clear. We are clearing the sum boxes, then from these we are setting the text value. That's it, we are doing here, that's it. So this is actually our update text amount function which we create, or event which we created earlier. Okay, so here again I am showing, if you missed, so you can see how we make the update total amount. So everything you can see here, and of course you can pause if you want that, okay, this particular part I'm going like this and you want me to go like this. So there is option in YouTube, you can slow down the video if you want, or if you can, you will get the code of course if you join Patreon. So don't worry, so that's it for this part. Our order part is done. So now if we go, because that's all about our order part, right? So now again, so I already showed, so now after you've done everything you will see something like this, that once you go you can now order, make sure grand total is 5. So let's say I two order, if I order three I can order this one, and even if I press I do nothing. And also if I remove, you can see the exact price is getting removed. So one item, if I minus, so it's three item 54. So prices you can see here because it is based on these values. So you can also calculate that, okay, if the values are same or not, you can calculate. So this way once you press the order button you will see something like this. Now if I exit, you can see I can't interact with this anymore. This part I will show now, and you will see all the random boxes we ordered is now here, right? So we have now our boxes. So that's so far we have done. Now let's come to this part, because in previous video someone commented that he didn't cope up with how I showed that I made this thing. Just open this BP counter machine. You will find this here. Here, this is the BP counter machine. So this is the thing I have made. Okay, so how I made? You can get any computer model you want. It's up to you. You can get this model. After that, in the screen, what I did is, this is the computer model. So you can get any computer you want. So here I have created another plane called screen, because the computer, if I hide this, visible, if I hide this, you will see there is just that default 24/7 thing. So I don't want this here, so I just make another one to do this, because if I want to do some mess with that particular material, that will be something I'm sure you can mess, I guess, here, but I'm not sure how to do this because I'm not a 3D artist. So that's why I made this. Now how I made this, after I made this, you will be needed to create a material. So go create a material, and there first thing is, yes, of course someone actually identified that I maybe did this. So first thing is, I just open my home screen. After I open my home screen, I just taken a screenshot of this. So this is my texture. Now after that I imported that here. So this is my texture, you can see. uh okay, don't create mess, this is my texture. So then I just created a material. By default everything is default, I haven't changed anything. From here I added this to diffuse. From here I multiplied a value zero point 0.4 to emissive. Now if you make it more, let's say 1, you will see it is much more brighter. Let it compile. Why it is not compile? If I compile, okay, now you will see if I go here, it is much more brighter. So in the game we don't need it much brighter like a light, we need it a bit like a screen. So that's why I gave it a little bit emissive color, I mean emissive value, so that it now look a bit like computer. If I show you in light lit mode, you'll see now this thing is showing you like a computer screen, right? So that's what I did here. So that's it. After that, of course, I encourage before you resize the plane scale. I mean, first you need to resize it. First, you need to resize the scale, and this scale will be based on your this shape, this monitor size. So you will scale and you need to rotate based on your, because in my end you will see my screen is a bit tilt, so that's why I make this plane a bit rotated 83 here, but you can guess your one based on your computer. If your screen is straight, you don't need any rotation. Then after you scale down, you need to place this material. After you place the material, it can be in wrong order, something like, let's say for example I am setting like 90, so it can be like this also. So you need to play around with the rotation so that you can balance this. So this is our computer screen. Then we created a box collision. If I say, you can see box collision. Then I just place based on the scale, and you can also place this first in your map, and then you can check that how long you want the scale. So that's how I make the scale. After that, the thickness is just for debugging, nothing else. So you can just make this thickness. So this is just for thickness, so this is nothing. You can also scale, how I said, it's a simple thing. After that, here we need some changes. So the question was how we are getting that full screen widget, because how we are interacting with this screen, people is not understanding. So that's why first thing you need to cast to your player character. This thing we will here, okay, this thing you will need from your player character. You need to check if your order pending to pick. This thing is completely optional. I'm saying this again, this thing is completely optional. If you want, once your order has been placed, you are not picking, sorry, you want your everything to be like, what to say, you want your I mean, you don't want your blocking your collision, or I mean interaction with the computer. Like if I block this, what it is looking like currently. So it is like I have come here, I have ordered, let's say I have ordered this one, these three box, two boxes, this one boxes, total 124 126. So now you can see the order is picking. Now accidentally you can go from here, but accidentally you can go like, I'm going here, you are again here, right? And you can't order again because your thing is already in pending. So that's why if you want to go like this, it's up to you. If you don't want this, you can use this optional code to block your thing. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. I don't need anything to explain. You can pause the screen and make as it is. So still, order pending to pick is true. Sequence do once, set the collision of this box collision to false. If it's false, do once, set the collision to physics and collision enable. Then from sequence 1, this will be going there, this will be going there. That's it, eventing, because we don't want it to run every frame, right? So we want it to run only once. So that's why I did this. Now here, instead of casting like previous time, what we are doing is right now we are checking, because we already casted at the beginning. So we are checking that if it's equals to player, then open this WP computer and add to viewport. So that's it. The pretty much simple thing, I guess, in our entire tutorial series. So that's what we did. That's what we did here. Now let's come. This part is done, so I'm closing. This part is also done, so I'm closing. Now the thing is, the when we reach here, when our boxes are here, because earlier you saw in the video that when we reach here, we can see some materials glowing, right, to show us the outline material that okay, you can place your item here. So based on that, now how we can make this, I will explain now. So first thing we need is to create an outline material. So go to create a folder, materials, then go here, this time explaining. So because this thing I can understand, even a noob will understand that, just copy paste so you can understand. So just click here, first thing you will get something like this, default it, and something like this will be a basic one. But now what you will do is set it to masked, set it to unlit mode, set it to two-sided. Now why I'm explaining. So we set it to mask because we don't want it to cover our entire material. We want to use this as our overlay material, means we want our models, meshes, exact material to stay on it. Also we want overlay material on it. Now this mask, we are using opacity mask to create that overlay, create that outline, that okay, it is not affecting the actual uh, mesh material, but it is creating another material over this, like an outline. So that's why we are using this mask. Unlit mode is because we don't want our outline material to get affected if it's daylight or night light. We want it to stay unlit, because unlit mode, you will see, don't get affected whatever light you have. You can see outside is sunlight, but we can see it's black, right? So that's why we are using unlit mode, two-sided, so that in both side it can have the outline. We don't want only the outside, not the inside. So that's why we were using two-sided. That's it for this part. Now this part, of course, press 3 or take constant vector 3, I guess. What is a 3 vector? Constant 3 vector you can take. So this one will be this, or you just press on your 3 and press this, you will get this. I mean the left mouse, you will get this. So that's it, you will getting this. Then we need two-sided sign, because we need our opacity marks to working on both side, inside and outside of the mesh. So that's why we are using two-sided. Then we are using 1 minus x for the perfect value. This will go to the opacity mask. For the world position offset, because we want to exactly be sure where is our material will be placed in the world. So based on the mesh exact position, we are using vertex normal ws. This is the input data node. We are using this, multiplying with our own scalar parameter. Now I am sure you all know how to create a scalar parameter. The default value I set to 1.5 and assign this to world partition. Now I am just explaining what I did. If you want more brief that what each node do, go check Gorka Games or other YouTubers. If you search how to make overlay material, you will find this in your YouTube uh, searching result. So this is pretty, I mean, first video you will get, so you can learn from them. This is our outline. So then we will create a material instance so that we can make these things working as we want. You may change the color, you may change this every time. You don't want to change the stuffs from the master material, right? So that's why we create a material instance. Then we need to create another material. This will be just take translucent and create a scalar parameter with 0.05 value and connect. That's it, nothing here. Then we will come to our shelf. We don't have any mesh here, right? We don't have any mesh, at least from distance you can see we don't have any mesh. But if I go close, you will see something is visible, right? That's why we created this shelf uh, thing with 0.05 opacity. So in the default route, get a static mesh. After that, or you can get directly cube. So after getting the cube, what we will do is we will get here, first copy the scale, then paste here. If any rotation we have, we will copy. This is the box collision, so we are copying from all the things from here to here. After copying, you will see that the scale is much bigger than your shelf. So then you just need to set this 1.14 value to 0.8 here, and make sure your lock button is enabled, so that once you change this value, this will automatically change based on how much you changed. After that, if you think your location is changed, you just again copy and you will get something like this, copy paste. And this is the thing. So this is the thing where we are using this shelf mesh, so that in our game, when we are in range or when we are close, we don't see this, I mean, highlighted in the game. We just want this for overlay, because without any mesh, how, where will we apply our overlay material, right? Then in our place item function, remember we created, so here what we are doing is, when completed, when all the item has been placed, we are dragging these from there, set overlay material and select it, keep it none, keep it none. So we are keeping it none. So that's it, because once our all the items placement is done, we don't want any more to place, I mean, we to see our outline material. Also, here is one change you will see. Previously, we didn't have this world rotation. We all I mean, we all just had this world location part. But in your game, you won't always place the shelves. Where is the shelf? Oh, here. You won't always place the shelf this angle, right? You may place your shelf this angle. You may place your shelf this angle or some other angle. So based on your angle, your data need to be, your all the placed item need to be changed, right? So that's why we are using again from this thing, this array element, get world rotation, so that based on our things location and rotation, we can get our item spawned perfectly. Everything is same, just add this thing and this thing in your place item. Once you are done, just close this, we don't need this anymore, our this part is done. Master box, again I guess we don't need anything. Okay, here we have one work, I will show you now. With everything is in our third person character. So here, earlier you will see here, and of course to understand it, because I will explain, I don't want to write this code again, it's a big code, and also our video is getting lengthy. So here what you will do is, first you open that code, you will understand what I have deducted, what I have not. You will see in your old code, after this holding in true in the place item, you will see there is a whole line trace part. After that we have this part, this code is the same code. After that we have this code, and then we connected the line trace heat actor to here, and same codes here, and the heat component we connected from the line trace heat component. So that's how we are doing, right? So after that everything is this, and our current box, everything we done. But here new addition is box remaining equals to 0. If it's true, then set order pending to pick to false. This part we didn't done. We haven't done actually in our last episode. So here we are doing this. Now where is that line trace gone, right? Before showing that, also same thing we did in our pickup item, same thing we did. So here also you will see all the codes are same, exact same. I didn't change anything, just remove the line trace, and just instead of the heat actor from, because we removed that, right? So how will we add this heat actor here, which was previously from the line trace? So that's why I added this heat actor. Now how to add I am showing, but just understand and confirm that everything is same, I didn't change anything. Okay, if you want you can pause and match that everything is unchanged. If you want, you can pause and match. If I go, you can zoom a bit. If you want, you can see that both the codes are same. I didn't change anything after this branch, just remove the line trace part and everything is same. So I did, you can see, pause and check, I will say. After that, come here. So the line trace we remove. We need the line trace, right? In your existing code, you will see for the both place and peak, the line trace value, everything is same. We didn't change anything. So that means we are using a common line trace. So instead of using same thing in both place, I felt better to keep it in a event tick, because to get outline we will be needed it in event tick, because we can't actually without event tick it's not possible to show in real time. So that's why I have shifted everything. The line trace, this is the line trace part which we cut from there to here. Now as there we need heat actor and heat components, so from here heat actor I promoted to variable, heat component I promoted to variable. Ignore this part, so understand this for the time being. So I did this. After that, what I am doing is here for the box outline, I am creating a custom event with a in heat actor, which is just actor type. If I, yeah, you can see this is the actor type. Just take an input. You can give any name. So this is our same thing. You will create another event called self outline, set self outline or shelf outline with the same thing, same code. So now we will be needed to create two more variable. One will be last box heat, which will be master box object reference. Master second one will be last shelf heat, which will be BP shelf stack object reference. Now these two I don't want. Now actually the use of this, you will see the use is actually here. I actually recorded the whole video for you guys last night, but I mean here I actually made everything from scratch. Everything here you can see, everything I made from scratch, but my electricity went, so my computer got shut down. So that's the reason here I actually didn't showed you again. Actually this is your bad luck, I will say, because as I said that, I mean both of us bad luck that I gave time. I already recorded a 1 hour video, because you can see that when I reached this part, right, you can see the time frame in your YouTube. So I already recorded 1 hour video, but as that video got, I mean couldn't save as internet gone. So I mean not internet, actually electricity gone. So that's why I am not making again. I'm just showing you guys so that you can learn pretty basic thing. You understand pretty basic thing. Here is nothing fancy that you won't understand. I am here to help you guys, right? So the last box we take, this is the master box object reference. Last shelf, this is the BP shelf stack object reference. Now let's work with set box outline. First thing is take order pending to pick. If this is true, means we already ordered but we didn't pick. Only then, because else our event tick will keep just running. We don't want that. So on this purpose we are using this. So if order has been done but pending to pick true, then we are checking if the last box hit is valid. I mean if it's not empty. If it's valid, if it has data, then, and if the last box hit is not equals to this heat actor currently we hit, then only if this condition is true, then what we will do from the last box hit, that's why we needed BB master box, so that we can drag this box mesh from that. We are calling this box mesh and we are setting the overlay material to none, so that if we already have an outline we can make it disappear again. So here we set this. Now we are checking if it's valid. This thing we are checking if it's valid. If it's not equal to none, then if it's true, this one I will explain. Then if it's true, cast to master box, because then we want to cast to master box. Object reference will come from this heat actor. After that, set this last box here and this value assigned to this, so that our game know that we don't have any valid last box yet. So the last box will be the right now actor we hit. This will be our last box actor. Now if we try to connect from here to here, you will see we can't. That's why we have casted. That's why we have casted, so that we can assign the value. After that, here set overlay outline. From here you can call this box mesh, and then you can call this outline material, this instant one, assign here. So now we will get our outline. Now if cast failed, what will happen? Then we want our this thing to set none, so that our game know, okay, we don't have any valid box hit, so it will be none. If our uh, heat actor is invalid, then also we want this thing to be none. So that's, you understand. Now if we see our first condition, at the beginning our last box is none, means it is not valid, but we said if it's valid only. So here it's not valid, means this thing is false. But for n boolean, you will be noted that both the condition, if it's true, then this true will work. If it's false, then it will form false. If any of them are not true, then this thing will bypass. This thing won't work. It will stop here. So that's why, as per our current condition, first time it will give us false value. So right now, if we cut this one, we don't get any outline, even if we are first time overlapping. So that's why we need this false note too, means it will check if any of this value is false, then you don't need to set this last box mesh to false, I mean to none. You directly go in this checking. If the heat actor is valid, then you go here, you cast it and do the rest. If this any of these or both of this value is true, if both of this value is true, then means we have the last box heat actor. Then you go here, true, set this thing to false, then you go forward and do the rest, right? This thing is pretty much ordinary coding. I hope you all understood. So the same thing we are doing in our shelf code also, but this time we are checking if we hold the box. So if we are holding box, now how we are, you will see if this holding box is false, we are picking the item. After that we are setting it to true, right? So if we, at the beginning you can go near the shelf, you can line trace, because line trace is from event tick, but you don't want empty shelf to show you outline, right? So for that purpose we are checking if any box we have in our hand, then same code. So I guess we don't need to explain anything. Same exact same code. You can see from last shelf if it's valid. If this thing is not equal to that, then and true, do from last hit, get this shelf outline mesh which we made with this material. Drag it, set it to false. I mean none. Then if heat actor is valid, then go and cast and do the rest how we did. So exact same code, nothing to explain. If you see line by line, you can see that exact same code, just this variable, this one variable is different. Exact same code. If I show you, you can see exact same variable. You can pause and see if you want. You can see exact same variables, I mean same, not variables, I'm sorry, exact same method we have followed. So now we have our line trace outline material set. Now we followed one issue earlier in our game, that once we open the door and once we close the door, we can't open it again, because here we are checking if we can open the door. If we can't, now I guess I set it somewhere. I forgot where. Find reference by name. Yeah, we set it somewhere. So here at the event tick you will see if all the shelves has occupied data, then the door will open, else the door won't open. So there we have the checking. Based on that, our door will check if we can open the door or not. If we can open the door, then we can do this thing that we can do these things. And first, if we can open the door, we can actually close the door. And if the door we can't open, means if the value is false, then we can open the main door and open door will execute. But for this closed door, we first need to check if the door is open and is valid or not. So that's the code. That's the pretty obvious thing. Now you can explore if you don't, but this is optional. I'm not forcing you guys that you must need this code. It's completely optional. In my perspective, I just said that if your all slots are occupied, then only you can open the door. If it's not occupied, then you can't open the door. But the first time once you press O button, if it's false, it is still opening the door. And here you do the rest, so everything you know. So now we have our codes, right? I guess now if we order product, let's say I want these two, let's say I want these 5 boxes, or I want these 4, this one I want 5. So you will see the bottom 4 will be this, the top one will be this. So if I order, you will see the price. If I order, and you will see 1000 minus 117 here. Now if I go, you can see that if I press O, I can open the door. As I said, that bottom 4 is 1 and the top. But you can see we don't see any outline material, which is pretty much uh, frustrating, right? That maybe our code is wrong. Let me show our code is correct. You can see we have picked the item. Now if I go here, you can see that means our code is correct because of the exact same code we did, right? So if the exact same code is correct, then why we are not watching this? What's the problem? We can also place, you can see that where are we doing mistake, that when we come here, we don't see any outline. What's wrong here, right? Let me tell you where we are doing the mistake. So go to your master box here, open this box. Sorry, you don't need to open this box. You find this location. This is the location. Just check if you have this nanite enable or not. If you have the nanite enable, you need to disable, because I figured out that overlay material don't work if nanite is enabled. If nanite is disabled, it will of course work in character skeletal mesh also, because in our Unreal 5.5 where we are making this project, here we have now nanite for skeletal mesh also. So you will know that in our entire game we have nanite enabled, so to optimize our game. So that's why now if I go, you will see. Now if we go, let's say order these two, this one, these two. Now if I order, exit this, and you will see now if I go, I can interact because of that optional event tick I showed you guys. Now if I go near, you will see that our outline is working. So now you know if you can pick the item or not, so based on this. But now I didn't use any physics on these boxes, so if I pick, you will see those fours are floating. So feel free. You can see once I picked another one, I can still outline, but I can't pick another one, I guess. Yeah, you can see I can pick. So I need to place this first. Let's say place, and now I can pick again. Let's say picking this one. Let's place the here. Now let's say pick this one. Okay, pick, place. Now I pick this one, place here. Now I pick where this one. I can place here. Where is the thing? Now I can place. Now I can go here, pick this one. I can go here and I can place it here. So that's it for our entire thing. In next episode you will see what you can see in the screen. So in next episode we will discuss about these topics. If you have followed me so far, please subscribe the channel. If you are new to this channel, if you find this video helpful, feel free to like this video, comment down what if you have any confusion, so that in next episode I try to cover this part that part for you guys. And you can see now, once your customer is not inside the store, his wait time is very much minimum. It is not waiting, but once it reach the uh, shop, then you can see it is actually waiting a bit. So you can see it is waiting. So that's what you can see. And once it is coming, you can see that, yeah, you can see that now it is checkout. And if I go close, you will see that products are reducing. So that's it for this episode. You can again see what will we see in our next episode. That will be counter AI and checkout. So in episode 7, but of course we have now subscriber goals. So episode 7 will only be uploaded, only be published once we reach 70 subscribers. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please, it's a humble request. If you like the channel, go check out other videos. If you find these videos helpful, please subscribe so that our subscriber goal can be reached and next episode I can upload. That's it for our episode, and I will see you in the next episode or in next video with any topic. Feel free to coding. Keep coding. I will see you. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.